If you're looking to leverage kvCORE platform and create email templates using the great tools available through kvCORE, then keep watching this video because I'm going to walk you through step by step of how to create an email templates so that you can create emails on autopilot and schedule them ready to go. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. I'm a real estate marketer, real estate agent, and a global team leader with eXp Realty brokerage. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get updates on more content like this, and make sure you watch this video to the very end because I'm going to give you some information as to how you can partner with me and get access to all my training for free, including my kvCORE setup and marketing lead generation course. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a great video that a lot of people have been asking, and I want it to be more hands-on workshop style so I can show you a lot of it step by step. This is actually something that I'm going to be doing with my team today. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to quickly record this and put it on YouTube so that I can give you a little hint of what it's like to be a part of our group and the type of support that we give our agents. So I'm going to make my camera smaller so that you can see more of what I'm going to show you today. Particularly, one of the things that I want to highlight is that this is a great time to actually log into kvCORE right now and follow along. I'm going to show you how to create an email template. So that means that every single time, maybe on a weekly basis, and I highly recommend that you do this on a weekly basis, you're sending out your content and nurturing your audience on a weekly basis. So the content that you're creating probably on YouTube, your YouTube videos that are using to bring in clients and leads into your database, you can actually convert them into clients and nurture them using scheduled mass email tool that is available through kvCORE. And if you create a template, that means you don't have to rebuild the infrastructure that is already there. So all you have to do is add in the link to the video and the description that is already, you probably wrote it up in your YouTube video. You can plop it in, rewrite or restructure it if you need to, and get that out, scheduled it, ready to go. And you can get all of your videos done like this in a matter of hours. So it's super important that you learn how to leverage tools like this so that you can automate and put some marketing systems in place for your business. So let's get started. I'm going to be using YouTube is one of our emailing tactics that we use. So we use YouTube as a form of lead generation. For us is one of those tools that we're putting out a lot of long form content and some short form, and we take these long form content where there's a lot of value, a lot of our personality can shine, credible accurate information is on there, and we want people in our database to see that so that we can actually use it to build some relationship and nurture them. So what we do is build out a template one time. You only need to use this one time, and then you can use it again and again. So I'm going to show this to you. So you're going to come into schedule mass emails to choose a template and send that out in an email. But prior to that, you need to create the template. And how you do that is you're going to head to marketing. You're going to click on smart campaign, and you're going to click on manage campaign, and you're going to click on templates. And then you're going to come to add template right here, that green button on the right hand side. You're going to click add template, and you're going to click on email templates. And it's going to pull up this pop up. And what we're going to show you today is an advanced editor, how to actually build out an email template. So you're going to come to the blue button right here and click on advanced editor. Yes, you're going to go to it. And this is a great time for me to move my camera a little bit to the top. So what's important here is it's asking you to put in all of your content that you need to so you can use this template again and again. So of course it's going to come from your account, and then you're going to create this new template. So this one I'm going to put new YouTube video. So I know exactly what the template is because we revised our email template. So you get to see right here what we built it. I'm actually going to take a quick moment to actually show you what our new template looks like. So this is what I'm going to be making for you. So a little banner, a little bit of copy, video right here, a little bit of copy of some call to action, and then it goes directly to our landing pages and then our signature right at the bottom. So that's exactly what I'm going to be showing you exactly how to put together. And the subject, I recommend that you add the title of your YouTube video. If it's long, try to make it a little short, something exciting, something that gives them a little bit of an idea as to what they can expect in the email. And if you can add a little bit of curiosity, that'd be great, but make sure it's not misleading. So for example, in our video, we used repossessions are coming. But in this case, I'm going to put, because it is a template, I'm going to put add, add YouTube video title here. And this is great because if you have a VA or somebody helping you create some of these content, you can put some instructions here exactly what they need to do. So in this case, because we're going to be using that video, we're going to come here and add the link shortly. But first, what you need to do is build out what kind of content is going this template's going to house. And of course, there's tons of different strategy around it. And this is what I kind of dive into in my kvCORE lead generation course, which I show you how to create these, but also how to create email templates. And these are some of the strategies that it's so important that you apply, and make sure you check that course out if you want more information. But I'm going to show you an example. What you want to do is come here and start to build out, okay, maybe I want to put a banner here. I might want to add a little bit of text here, and I need a little bit of space to add in a video, and I'm going to add in a little bit of copy here again, that call to action. And then I'm going to maybe need a 50-50, a broken out one where I can add a button and a little bit of copy. And then I want another little space for my social media links. And maybe I like to also add in my a little quote at the bottom. So maybe I'll add that too. So let's go in and fill in the content. What are all these boxes going to house? So an image, so a banner that I'm going to be creating in Canva, it's going to go in here, which I'll show you what I've created so you can do something like that. And this is why really good images help you with your business, right? So make sure you get some really good images of you or your partner, whoever is working with you in your business. And then you're going to add a little bit of text here, just a little opening, a description about the video. Very important information. Everything that you're doing right here in the first half without somebody even having to scroll their desktop, their screen, or even on their phone, you want to be able to give them really the meat of your content right there. In the event that they move away and you don't capture them in that millisecond, they're going to get distracted and move on to the next thing that's on their list, which is the next email. They're going to delete it. They're going to move on. So you have very short amount of time to capture them, and which is why you want to get the majority of your content in that first fold before they even scroll. Very important. And we'll do a quick view of how this would look like in a second. But so now let's go in and drop in a video right here, and we'll add in the link in a moment. We're going to add some text again, that call to action I mentioned. And then we're going to add in a little bit more text here. And then I want to also add a button right here so that they can go to them landing pages, so that if they want to, get some more information, I can kind of group them, which is really important. And then it'll give them some sort of value, right? And this is really important. And one of the things that you can add here is like a buyer's guide, a seller's guide. Remember, they're already in your database, so you don't need to send them anywhere particular. But what's really cool here is you can have them go to looking at properties, which is really good. So you can create a squeeze page and add that here, and this is a great time to do that. So we'll you want to think about, what can I do to get them more engaged? For me, it's really about nurturing the people in your database. So I can send them again to a landing page, but they're coming directly back into my database, which is okay if you're giving them some sort of value. And you're already having them go watch your YouTube here. So you don't want to distract them too much, which is what's really important. So what you're going to do here is also keep in mind that, if they start to look at property, then you'll have a good idea of how, if somebody's ready in your database. And that's a really good time to kind of massage your list a little bit, right? If, lack of a better word. And so what you're going to do is add a little bit of social media accounts. So you're getting people engaged, and it's kind of like a stand-in template, right? But again, like I said, the meat of what you want them to do is right here. So these are just couple of, to dress up your landing pages, to interact with them differently, especially if that video they don't connect with, they're not going to open. You still get to connect with them in some of the other content at the bottom. So you have a really good template that's super simple. That's really important. I've seen some really extravagant, beautiful templates, and don't get me wrong, they're great, but sometimes it could be distracting as well. And you're pulling them in so many different ways. And so keep that in mind. And then the other thing is, I'm going to add a little bit of text here, maybe a quote or something. So it gives them a little bit of an idea about who you are, maybe a call to action. And let's fill this in so you know exactly what I mean by all of this. So what I'm going to do, I already have this image uploaded here. It's the banner that I created in Canva. Sorry, my computer's staying a little bit long. So I'm going to insert that right here. And then there's a little bit of call to action. Our website is also up there as well. And it just looks great. And if it doesn't display, it's not a big deal, because the content that I want them to read is going to be right in here. So I'm going to come here and I'm going to grab the copy that I wrote. And remember, guys, if you're having problem writing content, you can leverage, you know, AI tools like GPT. I have videos coming out around this, so keep an eye out for that, of how to leverage that, how to, instruct AI tools like this to give you the right content, to make it clean, precise. And remember, try not to write too much. You want to get to the point right away. You want to tell them exactly what this video is about and why you want them to watch it. And then now let's go ahead and add the video URL right in here. So you're going to click add video URL, and you're going to go to your YouTube video. You're going to find the video, and this is the one that Josh did. I'm pause it. I'm going to come here, click share. You can grab it from the top as well. And I'm just going to grab the link right here, copy it, come back to my template, and I'm going to add the URL right here. And when I do that, it's going to start to populate all the titles, content, and this is just giving you, different types of graphic. If you wanted to change, the little play button here, it's giving you different look and feel, play it out, whatever works for you. I'm just going to go with the simple one right at the top. If you want to change it to dark or light, you have that option depending on your brand, and you have different ways to, padding and adding some spaces around it. It's up to you. I don't touch any of that. It's perfectly fine the way it is for me. So I come back right here and I add the rest of the text. This is where I do a little call to action, letting people know I am part of a brokerage. We're in 23 countries. We have agents around the world. So I want to be able to let them know that, and that we have agents in our team that are top real estate agents, and they're able to help them. So even though a lot of majority of people in our database are investors, and a lot of the investors are not just investing in Canada. So a lot of the investors that we're attracting are looking to invest in the US, where we might not be working in, but we're happy to get the referrals, right? And pass it on to other agents. So make sure that you're letting people know that you're part of this brokerage where you are kind of creating the referral hub for yourself. And so that's available. The next thing I recommend you do here, and there's so many different strategies. Like I said, you could send them to a buyer's guide, a seller's guide, maybe something else, a little video about you and your partner, whatever it may be. In my case, in this example, I'm gonna, in other instances that I showed you, I might tell them to subscribe and get access to, off market US investment deals, whatever it may be. But in this case, I might, have them go to a squeeze page where they can get access to all the listings that are currently up in Toronto right now, that are all the newly listed property in Toronto, perhaps, so that they can start to look at properties that are available, that are hitting the market right now. Everyone's really curious about property prices, what they're going for. So this is a really good time to send people to what is currently listed, and just having people start to look at properties, start to compare what their properties valued at, etc. And that's another one to put in here too, is property, home evaluations, especially now with the market turn. Such a good time to put that in, and actually works in any real estate cycle, to be honest. But here I just, add in the copy. I might even make it a little color change right here. I made it a little bolder, a little bigger, change the font, however you want to make it work. At the end of the day, long as you make it work for you. So the other thing that I want to kind of quickly do is go back to my kvCORE, where I have this template. Oops, are you sure? Yes, I want to close this window. And I'm just going to come back to my squeeze pages that I've done, and I'm going to click on the history and grab the squeeze page that I recently did, where it goes through all the multi-property of all the properties that are listed in Toronto. So I'm going to copy that link, and I'm going to come back here. And this is very similar, and you guys can find this on our Instagram as well. These are the same squeeze pages that we use here, but you want to make sure that you're tracking them, right? And that's what is so important, is that all of the squeeze pages, you can make as many as you like. The squeeze page that I have here in my link tree, I know that it's coming directly from my link tree, from my Instagram, from my social media. So that's why I love about all these tools within kvCORE, is you can actually manage and measure, so that you can manage your business properly and know exactly where they're coming from. So right here it says, browse newly listed properties in the GTA. You can actually copy this content and you can put them in your email marketing. And I'm going to do exactly that. And of course, you can go ahead and build the squeeze page, and you can check out the videos that I have on YouTube around that. And if you are going to come here. You're going to put the URL right in here, and then you can change the font to Arial. I want to keep everything the same, and maybe I want to make it a little bold. I'm going to change the color of the button to potentially maybe black. I kind of like that. It's to our brand. And then I'm just going to click out of that. And then I want the copy to be really close together, because you'll see I'm going to write a little bit of stuff in here. So browse newly listed GTA. He's in the GTA. So this is great. Now what you're gonna do is come here, and you can actually make this bold if you like, but I kind of like the way that it looks. It's up to you. You can write it and create it however you like. And so you're gonna come here, and you can actually play with some of the, if you need a little bit more spacing, you could do that. So for example, if you're, if you want a little bit more spacing in between your within the button, between the texts, you can do that. So now I'm gonna quickly come in here and add in all the links for my social media, because our brand colors are, black, white, gray, a little bit of yellow, and a little bit of blue. I really like this kind of following in that brand color. So I'm just going to use a gray one, because it looks super clean and it's to our brand. So what I'm going to do right now is go ahead and grab all the links for my social media. You can grab them from your link tree, wherever you are, wherever you have them all in one place is a quick place to just quickly grab the links, come back and paste them here. So I'm just grabbing them from my other screen. And then I'm gonna add Twitter, we have Instagram, and make sure you guys are following us and checking out all our content. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Send me a quick DM. Let me know if this video was helpful for you, you enjoyed it, that you're watching this. I love to know that this is actually helping everyone. And of course, this is going out to our database of clients, not agents. So it's not going to my CRM Grow, where all of you guys are, where I'm, because I do agent attraction and I work closely with agent, and I train agents on marketing. So I have a CRM separate for that. And I have a YouTube channel like that you're on right now, just for real estate agents. But I also have a YouTube channel with my husband where this video is coming from. So I'm going to add the YouTube channel for that. So make sure you're following us there if you want to see content there. I do have quite a bit of content on there for real estate agents as well, until I transferred onto this channel, where I want to make sure that everything is being, targeting the right group of people, so that I'm not confusing some of my investor, buyer, seller, client with my realtor, since all of us have different needs. So I want to add, if you want to add new icons, you can go ahead and add more. If you want to give more space between these icons, you can do that. You can align it left, right, center. I'm just going to keep it the way it is. Like I said, it works. It's fine. All I did was just change the colors, add in the links so that they work. And now I'm going to add in um, a little quote at the bottom. It's just exactly what I have on my website right at the bottom here. So it's just everything. And I like the way that it talks, it feels a little bit about our brand. You can see that it's being, you know, people can see that it's showing up in a lot of our content. And this is something we're passionate about the fact that we're always super prepared, and that I'll use that because it's going out to Canadian people. So I have to use a Canadian English system. So anyway, so this is just carrying out our brand. It's just that everything, when you go to the footer, from our website to our social media to our email marketing, everything just looks the same. There's cohesive, and you could tell it's coming from Josh and Tharmila, the Tavares Rajasingam brand. And what I'm going to do here is add the template. That's it. Super easy. You just built a template for you. Now, next time you need it, you're just going to go into the mass scheduling emailing tool, click on the template, and you're ready to use it. As simple as that. You're going to click add templates. It's ready to use. Now it's saved in your database as a template right here. Super easy. Now what you're going to do is come to marketing. And if you want to do a schedule mass email, all you do is schedule an email right here. And then you come onto your email. Remember, we just made it. So you just put new YouTube video and exactly how you labeled it, and it'll show up here. So ready to go for you. So now you can come in, change the video, change the copy, and then you can change whatever that you want to. If you want to have a new call to action, you place it, they're going to head to exactly whatever that you need, and then get to work. And then the beautiful thing about this is that when you're building out this email here, I'm just going to bring my camera to the side. You can actually preview the email of exactly what it looked like. Like I said, before they even scroll, you want to be able to give them the meat here. And also, same thing with your mobile view as well. You can have a look at that. It looks super sharp, super simple. There's not a lot of things happening that are grabbing them, not too many colors. It's to your brand, super easy to navigate. There you go. That is how to create your email marketing template so that you can send out your videos and start to nurture your database. I hope this was helpful for all of you. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more video like this and content, this is a great time to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to get updates on more content like this. Thank you for spending some time with me. And now that you've gotten this far to the video, make sure you head to my description below, click on how to join our group, and check out just a list and high level of everything that we do for our agents. It'll blow your mind. Guys, everything here is listed for free. You get access to all of our training. I even have a social media platform called kvCORE that I created. I found with one of my business partners where we have social media done for you. I come with a 10 years of working in marketing. This is what I did. It's my second nature to me. I'm a marketer that turned realtor, and you get access to all my tools for free. And as you can tell, everything that we do is just beyond, the navigation of technical tools. It's actually strategies on how to leverage it for your business, to grow your business, to scale your business. And I hope it's helpful for you. Check it out. And we have tons of resources coming up in the front. So this is a great time to stay tuned and stay connected. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope this is helpful for you in creating the templates so that you can automate your email marketing and it's ready to go. You can schedule them in and start to use them. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. My name is Tharmila Rajasingam. Like I said, I'm a real estate marketer, real estate agent, and a global team leader. I will see you next time. Take care.